Hi everybody, how you guys doing today? I hope that you guys are fine. Today we'll be having subject and object pronouns. First of all, you log in using the aplusstudent.com and then you click on your name here. Go to language arts and then grade 6. So we scroll down until we have subject and object pronouns here. So we have 3 lessons for the subject and object pronouns, and we will try to complete them. We start with the first lesson, which is choose between subject and object pronoun. Okay. Hi guys, welcome. Hi Michael. Hi Isabella, right? Hi everybody. Hi guys, I'm gonna share in a bit. Just hold on. Okay, yeah, Isabella, perfect. Okay, so everybody, let's go on now. So first we will just understand the subject and the object pronoun, how everything works, okay? So first of all, you can use subject pronouns as the subject of a sentence or a clause. Okay, so it's used as the subject of a sentence or the clause. It tells who is doing something, and it is usually at the beginning of the sentence. So you usually have subject pronoun at the beginning. It tells you who is doing something in the sentence, so you know who is doing that. Okay. You can also use a subject pronoun after a linking verb like am, is, are, was, were, or be. So if you have a linking verb, you can also use a subject pronoun after the linking verbs. Okay? So the subject pronoun are I, you, he, she, it, we, and they are all subject pronouns. So these are subject pronouns that you can use. Okay? So if you see them, you note that all these are subject pronouns. Okay? So after finishing the experiment, I showed my teacher the result. The subject pronoun I is the subject of the sentence because I is the person showing the result to the teacher. Okay? Yes, it was she who won first place. The subject pronoun she is used after linking verb was. Okay? So that's why we have yes, it was she who won first place. You can use an object pronoun after an action verb. So usually object pronouns are used after action verb. You can also use an object pronoun after a preposition like at, for, of, on, to, or with. Okay. So these are also object pronouns that you can use your preposition after. Okay. So the object pronouns are me, you, him, her, it, us, and them. So these are the like very basic object pronouns that we have. So you just take note of these object pronouns, okay? So after finishing the experiment, my teacher showed us the results. The object pronoun me is used after an action verb showed. Alright, so our action verb is like with a verb going on in the sentence, the thing that is happening in the sentence. That's how you know your action verb. For example, is it sleeping, running, dancing? All these are action verbs. My teacher showed the result to me. So the object pronoun me is used after a preposition too. Okay, so these are like different ways that we can take note of the subject pronoun and also the object pronoun. Okay, so let's see some sentence. Is Mika going to the comic book convention without dash? So you have to complete the pronoun and put the correct pronoun here. Okay. So is it without me? So you should use the object pronoun me. So it comes after a preposition without. All right. So select the pronoun to complete the sentence. Are you absolutely certain that it was she? So now you have to select this. This is the correct subject pronoun and it comes after a linking verb, was. Okay. When we gave Carter a comic book for his birthday, he thanked what? He thanked us. Okay. So it's an object pronoun. Hi, get net. Okay. So let's see some more sentences. The noise from the construction site distracted Dash from my homework. So the noise from the construction site distracted me from my homework. So action verb distract. Okay, hi Ihoma. Everyone in the history class had read the document except for him. So preposition for and him, the object pronoun is used after the preposition. Select the correct pronoun. Our favorite author gave Dash autographed copies of his best selling novel. So, gave us autographed copies. Okay, so it's after an action verb. So, you use the object pronoun us. Okay, so let's move on to the test. Send in your answers. So, which one? Is Mika going to the comic book convention without Dash? I or me? Which one is your answer? Which is your answer? Which one is your answer? Mm-hmm. So are you going without everybody share your answers on the chats so that we can all participate? Mm-hmm. So are you going to the book convention without me? So without is a preposition, so it will get the object pronoun me. Our favorite author gave Dash autographed copies of the best selling book. So, gave us or gave we? Which one is the most suitable answer, everybody? Share your answers on the chat. Is it us or we? Which one? So, which one is the right answer? Gave us. Okay. Action verb gave and then us. Enjoy. Everyone in the history class had read the document except for he or him. Which one? Everyone in the history class had read the document except for Which one? Is it except for he or him? Mm-hmm. Except for him. Okay. While the Harringtons are traveling, Dash have asked Molly to care for their dog. They or them? Which one? Is it they or them? They or them? Which one? They have asked. So they, because you cannot say them, they have asked Molly to care for their dog. So subject pronoun they. Okay. Are you absolutely certain that it was she or it was her? Which one? Are you absolutely certain it was she or it was her? What's the suitable one here? So which one? She or her? That it was her or it was she? So we have was as the linking verb, so we have to have the subject pronoun she. When we gave Sancho a comic book for his birthday, he thanked us or he thanked we? Which one? He thanked us or he thanked we? Which of the above? He thanked us or he thanked we? He thanked us. Okay, he thanked us. I Vash visited several cathedrals and museums while in Toronto. Is it me or I? What's the answer for this one? I visited several cathedrals and museums while in Toronto, or is it me? So which of them? Is it Toronto or which one? So I visited. Everyone in the history class had read the document except for him or he. Which one, everybody? Everyone in the comic class had read the document except for which one? Page 8. What's the right answer here? Except for him. Okay? Except for him. Okay. While the Ellisons are traveling, Dash have asked Dakota to care for their dog. So they've asked Dakota to care for, is it they or them? They have. Okay? They have. Okay. All right. So if you've not done this lesson, you can complete this lesson and then we will move to the next one. Okay. We will move to the next one, which is compound subjects with objects with I and me. Compound subject and object with I and me. So let's go to this one. So I is the subject pronoun. You can use it as the subject of a sentence or clause. It tells that the speaker is doing something and it is usually at the beginning of the sentence. So we know that I is the subject pronoun, okay? It tells us what the speaker is doing. It tells that the speaker is actually doing something. It can be in the maybe starting of the sentence in the beginning, or it can be used for sentences or clauses. So I is used for a lot of things, so many, okay? So after finishing the experiment, I showed my teacher the answer. The subject pronoun I is the subject of the sentence. So me, we have me now. Me is an object pronoun. You can use it after an action verb. You can also use it after a preposition. So you use me as an action verb, or you can also use it as a preposition. Use it after a preposition like at, for, of, or me. Now, after finishing the experiment, my teacher showed me the results. So, action verb showed, and then me. The teacher showed the result to me. When a pronoun is connected to a noun and So when a pronoun is connected to a noun with the word and, like Rick and I or Rick and me, it can be hard to tell which pronoun is correct, okay? So to tell which one is correct, look at the sentence without the other noun. So if you have Rick and I, James and I, me and this, like that, you have to look at the sentence without the other noun to figure out the right pronoun to use. So Rick and I discussed the results with the teacher. Rick and I discussed the results with the teacher. So you have to remove I and say, I discussed the results with the teacher. If it makes sense, then you know that I is the best pronoun to be here. Then the teacher discussed the results with Rick and me. So the teacher discussed the results with me. Then you know that me is suitable in this sentence. Okay? So you have to try to remove them and try to use the pronoun to make the sentence. Okay? So use the pronoun to make the sentence and see which one is the most correct and most suitable answer. After the concert, Kira and Dash plan to go out for ice cream. So is it Kira and me or Kira and I? Which is the most suitable answer? So, like I've said, you can use I plan to go out for ice cream to see what is the right subject that should be there or pronoun. So, you see, I is the most suitable pronoun there. Okay? Mr. Blake will show my mom and Dash how to make yogurts. Mr. Blake will show my mom and me or my mom and I how to make yogurt. So, what is the most suitable pronoun here? It will be show me. Okay, so it could be like Mr. Blake will show me how to make yogurts. Okay, so if you remove mom, you say Mr. Blake will show me how to make yogurts. Okay, the nurse and Dash laughed obliquely at the doctor's joke. So which one is it gonna be? The nurse dash. Okay. So you can start with I laughed, or you can take out the nurse and then you can say I laughed. So you can use the subject pronoun I here because it's the most suitable pronoun. So let's look at more sentences before we continue. The stray cat fled from Bobby and me or Bobby and I. So the stray cats fled from me. Okay. So you can say me. Okay, still the same. Kenan and Dash agree that the black dress looks best on you. So Kenan and I, or Kenan and me. So Kenan and me agreed that the black dress looked good, or I. So you have to say I. You can also use I to check. So if you say I agree that the black dress looks best on you, it's also great. So I is the most suitable pronoun. During the storm, my dog Dash sought shelter in the parking garage. So, is it my dog and I? So you can say my dog and I, because if you take away the dog, it would be I sought shelter in the parking garage. Tim often confides in my husband and Dash about his problems. So is it in my husband and me, or in my husband and I? So me. Okay. So now let's move on to the test. Share your answers with me. Okay. Participate, everybody. Okay. So what's the right answer for this one? Waiting for all your answers. During the storm, my dog and Dash sought shelter in the parking garage. What's your answers here? Waiting for your answers, everybody. So, is it my dog and I, or my dog and me? Which one? So, my dog and I. So, you can say I sought shelter in the parking garage. The stray cat fled from Bobby and what is the next one? The stray cat fled from Bobby and which one? Is it from Bobby and me, or from Bobby and I? Is it from. So, what about page 2? What's the right answer for page 2? Page 2, what's the right answer here? Mm-hmm. Next one, everybody. What's the suitable answer? Bobby and me, or Bobby and I? The stray cat fled from me. So the nurse and I laughed at the doctor's joke. So which one? So we laughed obliquely at the doctor's joke. Which one? So you can say I laughed. Okay, so you can take away nurse and put subject pronoun I, and it will still be good. Still makes sense. Quam and Dash agree that the black dress looked best on me. So is it an I, or and me? So you can say I, because if you say I agree that the black dress looks best on you, then that's perfect. Okay? So you say I. Tim often confides in my husband and me about his problem. So if you take away husband, you can say Tim often confides in me. Okay? So me is like the best pronoun here. My Michael swam under my sister and dashed as we floated in the pool. Okay, so Mike swam under me or swam under I. So me is the best pronoun here. So everybody make a sentence with either me or I. Send it to me on the chat. I'm waiting for your sentences. Make a sentence with either me or I, any of the pronouns that you choose, and send to the chat. So make a sentence with any of the pronoun. Waiting for your sentences. Make one sentence each, you guys. Okay? One sentence each. Okay? Make one sentence each. With either me or I'll be waiting for your sentences. After the concert, Kira and Dash plan to go out for ice cream. So Kira and me or Kira and I. So you say I because you can say I plan to go out for ice cream. Janet and I love to dance. Good sentence, Ihama. Perfect. Good sentence. The rest of you send in your sentences. Okay? The rest of you send your sentence. Good. Me and Kira love singing. I and Kira love singing. So it should be I, okay? Subjects. Starting the sentence. Me and Kira love to sing. Me and Kira. You can say I and Kira love singing. And I and Kira love singing. The rest of you, where are your sentences? Rest of you, where's your sentence with either me or I? Good sentence, Ihama. Rest of you, where's your sentence? Send in your sentences, everybody. The rest of you, where are your sentences? And I'm about to. I am so bored. Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, I understand now. That's your sentence, getting it. I am so bored. So I as the subject. Okay, I am so bored. Okay, good. Rest of you, send your sentence with either me or I. Send your sentences with either me or I before we continue compound subjects and objects with pronouns. So, rest of you, send your sentences, okay? Today is so fun. If you say today's so fun, there's no pronoun there. There's no I or me in the sentence. There's none. Michael. So before we start this, send more sentences before we start the next one. No, of course not. Why are you saying Why are you making that sentence? I asked for a sentence using I or me. So your sentence should have I or me. Mrs. the goat has no I or is there. Okay. So this is compound subject and objects with pronouns. So it's like similar to what we've been doing. Literally the same thing. Subject pronoun, we all know that it starts in the sentence. We know that a pronoun, the subject pronouns are I, you, he, she, it, we, and they. These are like the normal subject pronouns. And subject pronoun, we know it tells who is doing something. And object pronoun is it comes after an action verb or after a preposition. The object pronouns are me, you, him, her, it, or us. So just the basic. And when a pronoun is connected with the word and, just like what we've done, we have to make sure that we take out the pronoun and make the sentence to ensure that it is the right pronoun to be used. Okay, let's see the examples. Select the correct pronoun to complete the sentence. Mrs. Rivera cares. Messi and I love football. Exactly, that's what he should say. Good. Mrs. Rivera cares for Dash and his brother after school. So this one you're using all the pronouns to make sentences. So it will be Mrs. Rivera cares for him and his brother after school. Okay, so object pronoun him. The loud roar of the freeway outside distracted Dash and his clients. So distracted him and his clients. Object pronoun also comes after the action verb distracted. For Thanksgiving dinner, Ivan and Dash made the gravy and the butternut squash. So Ivan and what? I. Okay, me and Messi have something in common. We both like football. Okay, yeah, that's something like that. Okay, so perfect. So, Michael, you have two people helping you with your sentences. So, how can Dash and other employees be more productive? How can I or how can me and other employees? Okay, so how can we? So, you use the subject we because you're talking about more than one. So, we, okay. Please don't interfere with Dash and their private affairs. So, don't interfere with them and their private affairs. All right, so let's move on to the test. Make sure that you use the right pronoun for the answers. Okay, it's all the pronoun, you have to use the right one. Just for fun, Ella drenched Dash and his toys with the garden hose. Is it him or he? All right, send in your answers now. He or him? Drenched him or he? What's the suitable answer here? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so send in your answer, everybody. Send in your answers. So, him, just for fun, Ella drenched him and his toy with the garden hose. The layout editor and Dash want to schedule a photo shoot with you. The layout editor and I want to schedule a photo shoot with you. So it could be like I want to schedule a photo shoot with you also. Okay. Mr. Tom said escorted Dash and our children to a hotel room. So escorted us and our children to our hotel room. Receiving the award for most improved team completely surprised Dash and their coach. Completely surprised them or they. So them and their coach. Conan impressed Dash and Nina when he mentioned his favorite movie is Rashomon. So impressed she and Nina or her. So if you click on your answer and then you notice that it's wrong, just scroll down and see why your answer is wrong. Don't start from the beginning again. Just click on, okay? Just for example. Okay. The loud roar of the freeway outside distracted him and his clients. So him and his clients. For Thanksgiving dinner, Ivan and Dash made the gravy and butternut squash. So Ivan and I, so you can say I made the gravy and the butternut squash. Please don't interfere with Dash and their private life. Don't interfere with them, not they. Okay? How can Dash and the other employees be more productive? How can us or how can we? So we, okay? Subject pronoun. Mr. Beck wrapped a blanket around Dash and her doll as Anne slept. So around her and her doll. So around her and her doll. Okay. Greatly admires Dash over the other employees. So greatly admires him and the other employees. All right, so that's it for subject and object pronouns. If you've not done this lesson before, try as much as possible to complete this lesson. Okay? So before we finish for today, tell me, do you have any questions? Any questions? Yes or no? Do you have any questions? Yes or no? Mm-hmm. Do you have any question, guys? No question for Ihelma. Okay, good. The rest of you, any questions before we finish for today? Okay, so if you have no questions, we'll end here today. Do have a good night, everyone, and see you next week for grade 6. Bye. Bye, guys.